Hello, everybody. It's back to work. I think I needed a lot of sleep yesterday, and I don't think I realized it until I finally just slept. I think I slept till like 10:30 or something. So we got an extra 3 hours, and I'm feeling pretty good right now. I mean, that was yesterday, not today. Today I got a probably normal amount of sleep. Need coffee. I guess that wouldn't help because I wouldn't be able to do anything other than smell it. All right, so there are a few things. Hang on a second. What is this? Oh, right. Okay, hang on. I gotta. I don't think there's any problem with showing this stuff. Yeah, there isn't. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna discard all these things. Hey, Presley, Lumi. Hey, Derek. Discard. So this is a decent change. There's something I gotta do here. So I said I'm nearly positive that the problem is that I'm not checking for the outcome and update defense rewards. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta update the today command. That's what I normally do the first thing on my stream. Well, hey everybody. So Adam is going to fix some post-launch issues. Where is your Botland shirt, streamer? Welcome back, Perry. And you're the first user on the stream while I've been here of the Adam Keeb emote. I added 3 new emotes, Adam Rocket, Adam Keeb, and Adam Fire. This is just a placeholder for now. And if you guys want to see them, they are all there in chat. So Rocket, Keeb, and Fire. Windy drew the Keeb one, Ramey drew the Rocket one. Some post-launch issues. For example, defense rewards aren't being given out correctly. And there are a bunch of other issues too. And challenge mode stars are wonky. There will likely be some marketing on stream too. So what we're maybe gonna do is try to do a deploy on stream. I mean, we did one on Tuesday. How much worse than Tuesday could it go? Yeah, I think this is gonna be it. Emails are working again, Ultramark, which is great. So if you were to sign up for a Botland account right now, you would actually get the email sent to you, and anyone who didn't get it sent to them will find it in their battle log, except for people who tried to reset their passwords. That has no record of it, really. So you'll just need to reset your password again. In comes the money. I don't know about that, actually. So the problem is that Tuesday had a flood of people. Now there's not a flood of people anymore. So I don't know how many purchases are going to try to be made. And welcome back, New. Thank you, too, for resubbing. All right, yeah. So the defense rewards issue. We're gonna focus on that first. Wowie to Houston. Rocket launch succeeded with only a few minor hiccups. Ramey's basically just using all of his own emotes at this point. Wowie's not his own, but it's basically his dog. But thank you for resubbing, Ramey. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I should put that in the today command, maybe? Yeah, let's do that really fast. Also, new emotes. Adam, Rocket, Adam, Key, Adam, Fire. That one is a placeholder for now. There. What VS Code add-on is this to do? Yeah, check out what Ramey just linked in CCK. And welcome. All right, so where do we want to write this down? We had a before launch list. I don't know. Let's just say post-launch issues. So defense rewards, we need to test to make sure my hunch about a missing outcome from the where clause was correct. Then, come on to do, there we go. Then fix the issue by adding the where clause. And then write a fix that will give everyone they're missing defense rewards. That may be challenging. Yeah, commands for everything, you betcha. Oh, a countdown to my vacation. Let me delete that. I actually put that on my stream though. I said I think it's October 26th. Don't trust what I'm saying, trust what's in the info panels, but it's roughly October 26th is when I'll be leaving. Anyway. The Santa Claus. Santa is where? So we're going to detect how to give this. I don't want to deal with migrations with this, so perhaps write a quick function on the overseer to do it. Yeah, okay, well let's go test this and fix this and do whatever else. Which means I'm counting every, yeah, so I guess I'll write this out. Issue, people aren't getting defense rewards for certain numbers of matches. Yep. Doom, welcome back. Can you skip the tutorial? You technically can, but please do it, because otherwise, here's the thing. People who skip tutorials usually end up confused about content that was in the tutorial. In fact, I saw this 2 days ago, I think. Someone was streaming and they skipped through a tutorial, and one of the questions that they asked was the text that they skipped. And I just thought, I'm not answering this. But that sort of thing, I don't know. Even if you played Baalam before, you should probably just go through the tutorial for 2D. And if you're asking for a general population, it's still my same feeling about that, is that people who skip it are going to be confused and then they'll get frustrated. Okay, so yeah, test to make sure that this is the problem of all of this. So how do we do this? We need to start a new account and then have 2 matches be started and then complete one of them. Yeah. Found out how to skip. Also, how do I place bots? Okay. We will time you out. I don't want to encourage these jokes, Fatootie. Other people are going to take this seriously. They're going to be like, he skipped. Don't you forehead me in a second message. Yeah, for real though, I really don't want to encourage people to do that. That's the big reason behind that. Okay, so let's sign up for a new account. So we'll make one here called Defense Test. Actually, I only picked 10 minutes because it was the shortest one. Let me change this to 1 minute. There. That's what I meant to do. It was supposed to be like a newspaper to the head, not a crowbar. Okay, so we've got a defense right here, and now we need to play ranked matches against it, I believe. So this account is called Defense Test. Let's go try this. Yeah, the 10 minutes wasn't intentional. I didn't see a lower time. It was just mostly a get. Oh, actually, I guess I could have just purged. Anyway, Fatootie, you should be able to type pretty soon again. So we'll log in as other users now, and we'll do a ranked attack. And we should play against Defense Test at some point. And the point is not to skip through that match. So how many players are there in the matchmaker? Oh, apparently like 1 million. Okay, I probably should have done this on a new account then. Oh well. Jesta. That was a mistake. Alright, Fatootie, I apologize for that. Hey, Avex. Yeah, someone gifted you a sub. I don't really have an easy way to find that either, as far as I know. Oh, darn it, I messed up. Okay, I know I did it wrong at least. Is that timeout command still needed? Yeah, I think it's still fine. Yeah. So I gotta go back into Defense Test, and we need to click the attack button. Oh yeah, your notifications will have it. Thank you, Pete. Yeah. Good call. Okay, there we go. Now when we do a ranked attack, we're guaranteed to get Defense Test. All right, so there's one match, and all we've done is started it. Now we need to go start that match with somebody else. So let's log in as Adam6, who hopefully, yes, good, has an account. So we'll do a ranked attack here too. Perfect. So now we started 2 matches. We're going to finish both of them, and the player will get no reward. So we'll just put down a bunch of bots. No need to actually like play the game really. It doesn't matter if we win or lose either. There. Okay, now we log in as defense test and we should not see a reward, and I'm pretty sure that's the whole problem. Man, I really should have turned this stuff off. Yes, good. Okay. So now we test for outcome. Oh, nice, Fatudi. Yeah. How did the increase of account server CPUs hold you? Has it been at the minimum, or did it ever spin up more? It had spun up more, and it spun them down over the course of the last few days. Although I haven't been paying close attention to that. As long as there haven't been outages, I've been fine with how things have been going. So we have the issue. We confirmed this. We did not confirm the fix yet. So this is definitely the case. So this did. I meant hold up. Oh, hold up. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, yeah. I took it to mean that, even if I read what you had typed. So this was the issue. So now we fix it. The way we had done this here was we selected how many rewards you got. How many? Yeah, this. Okay, so we need to search for ones where there is an outcome. And then I guess they weren't canceled. Education has a ton of potential when you start focusing full-time on marketing. Yeah, so I explore through, I think, Kitboga's stream, and I don't think I told anybody about this yet, so I'll just say this now. So through Kitboga's stream, I found someone whose name is not important, who led me to someone else who is a professor. And I typed a lot of words to this person, and they very graciously responded to all of them. And I asked questions like, would schools want a private version of Botland? How much would schools pay? What is the primary goal of Botland for a school? So I asked a lot of questions, right? And so they said a bunch of things. One is a school wouldn't necessarily want a private version of Botland, but what they would probably want would be private leagues. So this sounds very much like a tournament system that I already wanted to do. So if we make the tournament system work for schools, that might be kind of good enough. How much would schools pay? He actually said, so he was coming from his own like experience teaching, which means he can't speak for every teacher, every professor, every school, of course. But he said that the schools he would work with probably wouldn't be paying for this stuff. They try to use free software. Okay, totally fine. So what I asked him then is, would schools be okay with payments being in the game? And he generally said, like, yeah, they'd be fine. They tell the kids, like, you don't make purchases for the sake of the course, basically. And then this is what was interesting. So I had done some work with First at the beginning of this year, and you guys, let me type the command correctly. You guys a lot of you have seen those streams that I had done. First is a nonprofit organization that focuses on getting kids into robotics. And there are 2 big parts of robotics, of course. There's the hardware and there's the software. And one of the things that I heard from First directly was that the hardware part is pretty easy for students to get excited about and into, because they think about it as like tinkering with one of their parents. And they go into the garage and they put a bunch of metal together and they've got a robot. But then they get to the software part, and only really like 1 or 2 people on a team of students might really care about the software part. And so for First, that was a big hurdle for them. How do they get over this teaching kids the software part, getting them excited about it? So he said that the primary focus is most likely just to get kids to be comfortable with coding, to want to do this stuff, to give them a framework where they can learn and also have fun. So that sounds great, because that's pretty much what Botland does, I guess. Which means that I think this can work, but I think this part about how much would schools pay, it's not like my original thought was that, oh, I'll license it out to schools, it'll cost X dollars per year, I'll need to support that version for them. It sounds like that's not going to be the case. I pretty much just need to tell schools about this, and if they want to do something, then great. So anyway, that's all of that. Hey, Tupperbox. Maybe they'd pay for support and customizations. Yeah, they might want some special features or something, but I think not directly supporting schools is probably the best. Because imagine if I had an agreement with them and they were paying a certain amount of money every year, they'd expect support and bug fixes, and that might end up greatly diminishing the value that I get out of it. Sitting in a chair too late. Targeted advertising in the free leagues. I don't want to do ads if I can avoid it. Then again, the amount of money Botland needs to make in order to be better than like a regular programming job is many hundreds of dollars per day. So I don't know. Anyway, let's just take things one step at a time. So going back to this, we need to search for an outcome that is appropriate, and I don't know what we're going to do here. So we have attacker 1, attacker forfeited, defender 1, stalemate, match canceled, match unfinished. I feel like any of these 4 would be okay. What are the statistics? Check that out, Goon. And hey, Sinu. Hey, Gleus. Where it's watch this ad for a boost. Yeah, opt-in ads. Yeah, I don't plan on doing those either. I'd like to have just no ads in the game. I think there are too many things that people have come to expect out of mobile games. And one of them is like daily login rewards, and the other is this concept of stamina. This is like maybe only 30% of the time. Then there's ads everywhere. There's rate this game ? There's some other stuff too that I'm probably forgetting. And it's just like, oh, when I think mobile game, I think of all of these things. And I don't want people to think of that for Botland. I want them to just think like, oh, this is a cool, unique game. Let's try this out. It's not like other mobile games. Hey, War Eagle. Yeah. So anyway, I think we need to search for any of these. Man. This is used for cases where the match is still ongoing. Maybe we could just search for this one and even canceled matches would count. That might be bad if I wipe out all the matches that were ongoing and then you all of a sudden get tons of rewards. Or we could search for just not being one of these 2. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you also note, if you ever change these, you may need to update defense rewards. It's not great, I think. Scratch doesn't monetize as far as I know, unless they have some like lesson planning that they sell. But I don't think that Scratch and Botland are competing. I think Scratch is just for teaching logic, and I don't think they gamify it very much. I know there are some games with Scratch. I don't think it's as gamified as Botland. Yeah. Alright, so we want to get where outcome is not in this. Is there a where not in? Because that's exactly what I want. I guess if there's a where not in, then a where in is what we'll use. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we want this one, this, and this. And this is all game phase outcome. And it's all in constants. And so we'll put some commas here. And we'll look at how you call where in. It is column or columns or an array. Let's make it an array. I think that makes more sense. And then we'll put all these things over here. So where in outcome any of these. And that should be that. So we got to go test this now and make sure that this works. This might break the actual test that I have. I did make defense reward test, right? Defense reward test. I didn't call it that if I made it, but I'm pretty sure I made some. Defense rewards. Yeah, there they are. There are some tests. Okay, so let's go run those. Yarn run test. There it is. Well, if you ever want to learn Pete, you always got that PDF there. I think it's not so hard to get into nowadays. So, okay, I gotta go make a new account, or I've gotta wipe out the number of matches that this person played. Let's just start from scratch so that we have a real scenario here. So we'll just make defense test 2. Defense test 2 at bot.land, password. Okay, good. We'll skip through the tutorial. I will do this through this. Debug main.dev. Okay, we'll make it defense. And then we need to attack it with the 2 other players in exactly the same way we did the first time. So by doing an attack, we are now in the matchmaker ourselves. And now we'll log in as Adam7. Doesn't exist. I just need any account that's like not really being used. We could make 2 more. No, let's just log in as Adam5 and Adam6 because those definitely exist. All right, so Adam5. Now we try to find defense test 2. Forfeit. Defense test 2. Okay, good. And then we've got to find this on Adam6 as well. There we go. Whoops. Also, all the tests did pass. Nice. Okay. Defense test 2. Perfect. So now we've started 2 matches, and we're going to finish one of them, and that's it. It should just work. We should get the reward. This was not an easy bug to track down. So did that work? I might need to refresh. I don't think it did work actually. Oh my god, I never restarted the account server. Yeah, okay, let's try that again. Technically, if we just finish this match by forfeiting, it should work, and now we should see something in here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that's definitely the fix. So now the question is, how do I give out the rewards to people who are past this point already? So the way that this worked was this. You were supposed to get at 1 match, 5 matches, 10 matches, etc. You were supposed to get plus 2,000 bot coin. So let's just say it was at those 3 breakpoints. The way that this was broken is that they weren't completed matches. They were supposed to be completed ones. So what would happen is you'd start match number 1, start match number 2, and then finish match number 1. At this point, it wasn't checking completed matches, so it would say, oh, you've done 2 matches. That's not one of these 3 breakpoints here. We only have 1, 5, and 10, not the number 2. And so it wouldn't give you the reward. And now you're already way past the number 1 because the second match started. So the people who ended up with, let's say, like 70 matches played and never got any rewards need to get 6,000 bot coin. So I gotta figure out how this is gonna go. Hey, Blueberry King, hey, Luculus. The week's been good. It's been a lot of work, but I think we're gonna finally get back to sort of normal. Hey, Spio. So, how do we do this? Like, I could think of how I might set up the query. I just don't know how I do this for everybody. And I need to do it for everybody. No Boolean for them being claimed. There is a Boolean for them being claimed, but that doesn't even exist in the database until this bug is fixed. So I'll show you what it looks like. Defense rewards. You can see that the number of matches for most people in this table is just 1. And none of them have hit the 10 match or the 25 match or the 50 match. And then redeemed at is its own column for these. So it's not as simple as just, oh, look through all the ones that haven't been redeemed and just redeem them for the user. There are rows that were never in this table. So the goal is get those rows into this table. But the question is, how do I do that without writing like a for each user in the game, go do this thing? And if that's the answer, for each user in the game, do this thing, I can do that for sure. I just don't know, is there a better way? Launch was pretty good, HMAC. There's, you know what, let me make a command out of this. It's this one that I want to make a command out of. Hey, Chris. We'll say launch highlight. The community made a video for Adam that was incredibly touching. I really appreciated this video, and I've shared it with some other people now, and they really appreciated the video. Hey JWL. Yeah, no Twitch notification. I should probably post the news a little bit more. What about using filters, higher order functions? So what I'm getting at is I can do this through JavaScript. Is there a way I can do it through MySQL? And if I do it through JavaScript, that's totally fine. I know how I would set this up and everything. I just wonder, is there a way to do it purely through this? So let me think of what I would kind of write. I'm not like a MySQL wizard or anything. So we would need to select count from matches where outcome in those numbers that we had, 0, 1, 2, 3. And what are the other things? And ranking type equals ranked. And what else? And the defender is your particular defender. And user ID equals some user ID that we have here. So this would give me like number of matches here. And then look through the breakpoints and see if we passed any but haven't given out the reward yet. I'm just gonna write JavaScript for this. I don't know about doing this just through MySQL Architect. Yeah. So I learned my lesson, don't use migrations for this stuff. The nice thing about using a migration for this is that it would act before the servers have even come online. So it wouldn't be competing for database or server time. But I don't think that matters too much. If I run this once and it's running on just the users who have played matches, it should be okay. It's a big question about should here. Oh man, okay, let's go start this. Yeah, let's start this. We'll call this, I don't know what. We'll just make a new API here that is, actually I'd like it to be a post API. So this, call this defense rewards, and we'll say fix defense, or like grant defense rewards retroactively. There. So now we'll go make that function. Actually, we'll take what we copied it from, add news item. This is going to be a very, very simple looking function because it takes nothing. So it does this, it calls this, and we're done. Oh, you know what we could do? We could say how many rewards we granted. I don't think that's necessary. Juan, thanks for subbing. We've played a lot of Botland together, Juan. Now you're a review bot. Hey, Raimu. By the way, I am going to try something a little bit new as long as view counts are higher than normal. I'm not saying hi to absolutely everybody. So I apologize, but I'm going to still try to be productive on the stream, and I think that the two would be at odds with each other. So we'll go make this function here somewhere, and we're going to delete this afterward. Yeah, and Perry will be the designated greeter of the stream. You find out what caused rank gained or lost showing correctly? I have not yet, no. So we're going to do this task that I'm doing right now. Then, so this is done. Then we're going to merge PRs, and then we're going to do this right here. That did not work. Yeah. So this is the plan for today. And then what I want to get to at some point is marketing, and I want to consider a deploy too. The reason we can finally market the game is because emails are working again, which means that people won't click this button and get an error and then report that it's a bug a million times without checking the news tab. I don't totally expect people to check the news tab, I guess, but it would have been nice if that issue just wasn't there in the first place. So now that it's not there, what does this mean? This means you can finally make purchases. Unfortunately, this is kind of annoying. So on Monday, I submitted my in-app purchases to Apple for iOS to verify. On, I think, Wednesday, they got back to me saying you need to resubmit a binary with payments enabled. And I responded saying they're already enabled on the client, just not the server. So I enabled them there. Do I still have to resubmit? And then yesterday they said you have auto renewable subscriptions. So yes. And on Thursday, I responded, what? Because I don't have these. I don't know what they're talking about. So I don't know if it's on their end that they're seeing them, if I made a mistake or what. And Architect, I won't be sharing that. Sorry. Yeah. Hey, Dev. Yeah. So I don't know where we stand with Apple right now. But yeah, that's a shame. Hey, Crazy. So yeah, write the fix for this. So let's take a look. How would we do this? I think I'm just gonna actually, how much RAM do we have on this machine? Overseer TF. Where are you, RAM? It's not in here. There must be another Overseer TF. There it is. RAM 512 megabytes. Okay, and how many users would realistically need rewards? Let's say it was like 3,000. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna do this just as simply as possible here, and if it breaks, then whatever, people just won't have rewards for a little while. So we're gonna go through every user. So first, collect users who have had any number of matches finished against them. And I want to add logging here. This is just a function to fix a production issue. Once, then it should be deleted. Do people that signed up before launch get anything special? Yes, 1 extra salvage pack, and then possibly something like way in the future. But there are no promises about that way in the future part of things. So we're going to say delete that function after the deploy. Well, actually run it after deploying. That's pretty important. Run this after deploying and then delete it after. It shouldn't say after running or deploying. It should say after running. Oh my God. Some of these extensions are so slow because of how To-Do has to highlight everything. And they said that the reason they're highlighting is so slow is because they don't have a proper TM language file because it's customizable. It'd be nice if I could just make a TM language file for whatever I use and not ever have this be slow again. So let's see. I want to say To-Do add logging to this. That way we know how many users we got. So collect users who have any number of matches played against them. So we'll say DB, how are we going to do this? DB users equals TRX matches. Join users, and I never remember how the join syntax works. Hey, royalty. Yeah, this is pretty good. So join users where match.defender ID is users.id. And we want to select users ID. Actually, while we're at it, we could just select the number of matches too, huh? Matches, oh, what am I doing? Matches.ranking type. No, we could just get the matches. Yeah, we could just do it this way. Where matches.ranking type is ranked, and where matches.outcome is in 1, 2, 3, 4. Except for it's not that, it's 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right, let's just print that out. DB users. Okay, then delete all this. Are we rich yet? No, we unfortunately got a total of $4 through Steam. $2 were from me. And on Itch, I think there were something like $100 of purchases. maybe 150. On iOS, there were no payments, and on Android, I haven't even taken a look. But I imagine on Android, it would be like $10 or something. So in total, Botland has probably made about $160, $170 so far. I'm not sharing all. I feel like this is some like gotcha. Anyway, no, I'm still maintaining my whole. I'm not going to share some stats around launch. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so the reason why, at least why I think payments were so low, is because without emails being able to go out, people couldn't verify their accounts. And without verifying your account, you can't make purchases. So the only people who could spend money were people who'd already verified them before the launch. And thank you, Matthias. So we're going to do this. This all looks good. And we need to await this. Yeah, so now, as of today, since you can verify your email, that means you can make purchases, which means if I market the game and somebody new comes to it and wants to spend money, they actually can spend money. Whereas before, that was not the case. So run this. Yes, that is true. I get $170 more. It doesn't actually work that way, right? Because almost all platforms take a 30% cut, and then there's taxes, and then there's any other compensation things that I haven't told you guys about that need to happen. How'd I get so good with shortcuts? That's how. And that's the real answer. Okay, so localhost, we go over to the admin rest server, and I go make a new one of these things. I'm doing this off screen for right now. Actually, I don't have to do this off screen. Let's just close all these tabs. Did it work? Yeah, it worked. Okay. So we go to the admin server. Yeah, we now have the Adam Keeb emote. Hey, Flo. How come I can't find any users and catch any loggers and catch statements in your code? There are lots of catch statements. Sometimes they're not at the level that you're necessarily looking at. So in here, for example, there's a catch there. There's probably like a bunch of catches in this file. There are 21 of them. And as far as logging, this is a special file. This is just APIs for me to call into. Not for everybody, just for me. So the kind of logging I need is very different from the kind of logging a user might need or something. You actually do tend to see some logging in here. No, Polar, this is due to some issues. It's not that I forgot to see. I'd rather not talk about the issues though. Yeah, I enjoy my time with Thai food and my wife. Yeah, definitely. That was really good. Hey, PWS. So write a fix to give everyone their missing rewards. Yeah, we left off with calling into this API whose name was what, defense rewards, I think. There it is, yeah. Post defense reward. All right, so now we'll go make a new one of these. We'll just duplicate this one. And we'll say retroactively grant defense rewards. Hey, Demon Wolf. Well, I shouldn't write debug next to it. Let's just do that. Okay, so if I call into this, we don't need anything in the body here. Just delete that and hit send. It should have printed. Oh, perfect, it did. Okay, now what did it print? Not what I expected, actually. This is not good. That's why we're testing this. So we just selected users.id. Oh yeah, we wanted the other things too. Or wait, no, maybe this would work. Yes, this would work. It's gonna be a little bit weird. Could we do count where we group by the user ID? I wonder. We might be able to, because that's exactly what I want. Let's search for count like this. What language is this? Google it. This is JavaScript, and check out the new command there. Hey, does anyone know, do I have to update that video in the new command now that I've launched the game? I don't know what I said in that video. Yeah, this is what I want. So what if we just did user ID comma this and then a group by? All right, yeah, thank you, Plating Scissors. I will give you a point. Connect should have a group by in here. Yeah, it does. And how does it work? Group by count. group by users.id. I think we should be able to just, hey sales. That's right, I use Bing. Unexpected token. Gifting points. Like whack. Let's hit send over here, try this again. All right, does this work? These two queries should be exactly the same, but the second one should be a little bit neater. So every time we had ID 1, 1, 2, 3, count as 3. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna verify a couple of these just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we had 5, yep, good. Yeah, so I assume this is all good then. Yep. So this is what's gonna let us analyze this, but we also need the count from defense rewards. Because let me think about this. Let's say this was count of like 30. And let's say we gave out the defense reward at 15. We would still, or 25. We'd still need to give out 1, 10, 25 here. So we need to detect all that. So the game's in beta. Okay. Thank you guys. Yeah, okay. I might want to make a new video for that then. I'll write that down. Where'd that go? Record a new video. I say that the game is in beta and I show outdated UI. I'll look at the video again later. Also, HibDev, please stop segmenting your messages like that. I mean, I recognize that PTS is a mistake, but things like this, no need to correct that mistake. So yeah, how are we gonna do this? We need to know how many rewards which rewards this player has already gotten. I wonder if we can do that too here. Can we also join users on, hang on, do I have to do it this way? Select from users. And then defense rewards. And defense rewards, how does that look? Describe, oh, we already have it open on the screen. Okay, it is user ID. Yeah, so it's kind of the same. Defense rewards.user ID equals that. And now we need to select one more thing, which is this won't work. I'm trying to do too much here. Thank you, IPO. Yeah. And hey, Alfred. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this, not like that. Let me make sure I didn't break this right now, because I did change the flow of this. Hey, and hey, Tower. It should be the same thing we just said. Yeah, it is. Okay. So what this will let us do is, oh, thank you, Matita. Very kind of you. Welcome, IPO. What we're gonna do now is go through every user who showed up in this table and just run this query for them. And how am I going to do this? It'll be several thousand, but I think that's okay. I don't plan to add advertisements, no. And no TwitchCon. I don't think I'll ever go to TwitchCon. I don't think I'll ever go to another convention, to be honest. I'm not a fan of conventions. And I have nothing against the theory of them or anything, but I've been to one convention in my life and I thought that was enough. But TwitchCon especially, I'm not at a level of Twitch streaming where I think I benefit by going to TwitchCon from that perspective. And when it comes to like traveling and spending money and I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of things that are unappealing about that to me. The appealing thing would be meeting some of the viewers, but I don't think that's worth spending several $100 at minimum and then several days on that. How am I making money? Check out the monetization command. And thanks, Blueberry King, for linking that in. But yeah, hey Robert. You don't think anyone benefits from cons? No, I think some people find them fun. I think that's the only benefit you need to have. And I think that's why probably 90% of people go to conventions, right? I went to BlizzCon and I am a big fan of Blizzard games, and even then I was thinking like, the only reason I'm having a lot of fun, actually there was one thing that was incredibly fun. That was the StarCraft 2 tournament. That was amazing. But that didn't need a convention to happen. Well, yeah, that was pretty cool. And then being with my friends was cool too, but we could have been at like a diner eating eggs and toast and it would have been fine. Okay, so we'll say promises equals map. So we're going to go through all of these DB users. And we're going to return a promise where we call into these things. So let's do... I'll do this one. So what are we doing here? We're gonna print out how many users there were. So logger.info found size DB users with matches played. And now we go through each one, inspect their count, inspect their current rewards, and grant any new rewards. So actually, we don't need to inspect their count. Why would I do this? No, not the way I was thinking at least. Inspect their current rewards we do have to do. So we'll say like DB rewards. Is going to be await TRX. We'll get defense rewards. Select. So what do we want to select here? We want number of matches, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Now that you came with the price for each pack, not that as wrong as it is. That's a good point. Yeah. I'll write that down. Update monetization doc with the prices question mark. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think anytime I update the prices, I should update that document too. So maybe I could just say like, I don't plan on keeping this up to date, but the launch prices were this. Plan on updating it, but the launch prices are X. There we go. When you spend $1, you get 500 Bitcoin on top of what you paid for. What are you talking about, HipDev? Because that's not a thing in the game. And yeah, Chevy's finally fixed. That's right, Mitch. I'm streaming. Where user ID is the dbuser.id. Better be how this works. Good. It says it is. Where does it say that it is? Oh, it does that. Are you talking about in here? Are you talking about in the game? Do you mind taking a screenshot or something? It's probably not that hard to make one out of this stream, Choo Choo. Alright. So we got this, and now we're going to compare. We need their count as well. I guess we'll just do it this way. ID and count. Alright, so we delete this. So now we get all the rewards, and we need to look through them and grant any new rewards. Okay. Chevy, through which platform could you? Because if so, this is very bad. You violated the law. Your goods are now forfeit. Yeah, is it web? Is it Steam? Is it iOS? Let me try again. I didn't pay. No. You don't have to. I mean, I guess it's good for me to know whether this works or not. But yeah, it's a little scary. So how are we gonna do this? We need to go through each thing in here. Server constants. We don't have these constants. Whatever. I'll just paste these into here. This is just a debug function. Doesn't matter if I do this poorly. So we'll go through and see if you were already granted this thing. So for each defense reward num matches. You can just paste it here, hibdev, as an image or link or something. Or yeah, send it in the Discord. So we want to see if we've given this out already. So how are we going to do that? We need to say if includes DB rewards this. Well, if it doesn't include it, then we grant them the reward. So let's, okay, thanks hibdev. Yeah, I'll take a look. Look at hibdev's message about getting 500 Bitcoin with any dollar. Yeah, hey Karsten. Hey Dan. Stop it, Dan. So we'll do await TRX, defense rewards, and we'll add this in. And we'll just add this in the same way we've done this before. Mitch, thank you for the 2 years. Okay, cool, awesome. Chevy, and what platform is it you tried that on? Is it on the web platform? Because if it's on web, then yeah, web. Okay, awesome. Thank you for telling me. I will pass this on to the creator of Itch. Tell Leaf that the Belgium blocker worked. We could make a thing out of this. Yeah, sorry. So if you actually want to make purchases, I'm not advocating for this. Actually, I shouldn't even sound like I'm advocating for this. I'm not advocating for anything. Don't violate the law. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. How successful has launch been? It has launched, so in that case, it is successful, and that's all I was focusing on for right now. Now you got to try to make the game profitable, so we're gonna work on that. Hey Jamuka, yeah, sure. Let me just hit the change Twitch theme back button and done. Okay, so where do we add into defense rewards? We should find here, right here. Cool. All right, so user ID is going to be ID. Reward amount is going to be 2,000. Maybe we should give an extra like 50 because they had to wait. You know what? Let's do 2001 and give them 1 Bitcoin that they can never spend. It'll always be a reminder. Yeah, I think I'll do 2050. That number of matches. I'll go here. I think it's good. And not to make it so that these are all doled out in the exact same time. There we go. And I think I should print out one more thing here and say, how do I want to do this? Also, how is count not used? This is, yes, this is how. So if count is greater than or equal to reward num matches and not includes. There we go. That makes more sense. And then we'll keep an array of which ones we added. So actually given out equals this. And when we actually give something out, we'll put this here. And then at the end of all of this, if there was something that we gave out, so if not is empty, then we'll log it. Logger.info, granted user number. If I could type that, it'd be great. This, the following, JSON.stringify that. Okay. Yeah, let me drop. Oh, is this the design document? Where'd you even open that? Oh yeah. This is out of date. I don't plan on updating this either. This entire document is out of date. It was the design, not how things ended up being implemented. I'm keeping it around in case anyone is curious how things evolved. Okay. Yeah, thanks for telling me about that, HipDev. Normally I could read every message in chat, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that, at least for another like week or two. So I'd see that it was linked in somewhere or something, but yeah, I didn't see it. But hi everybody. If you're new here, do check out bot.land. It's the game I'm working on. We just launched on Tuesday. Hey Art. Or is your name Augmented Reality, Tamria? Are you a, what's the world called? Is it the world of Morrowind or the world of Oblivion? I always forget. Anyway, that's over. Hey, cool, Barry. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, and then clicking the hyperlink. Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you, Hipdev. Nothing full. Okay. Well, I'll just call you Art then. Hey, Art. So we'll launch this again, and we'll see. We should at least grant out one missing reward for the defense test person. So let's hit send and see if it worked. No, it definitely broke. That's fine though. JSON.stringify actually given out. What is it saying? Missing a template thing. Oh, I just typed the string wrong. Well. Yeah, one too many parentheses. Oh wait, Polar Junction. I think I misread your email as a joke. Or your email. I misread your message as a joke. Let me find it again. I don't know if you're still there. Yeah, so I thought what you were saying is your blood verification email didn't work. Not bloody. So I was like, oh, haha, that's a funny joke, but I didn't actually acknowledge it or respond to it. Because I was thinking, like, blood type isn't needed in botland. My autocorrect in my own head is sometimes very far off. So, did this not work today, Polar Junction? Or did it not work in the last, like, 2-3 days? Because today is the first day that it's fixed. As of, I don't know, like 2-3 hours ago. Like, right now, I tried resend a few times. Okay. Wow, it'd be really sucky if Amazon ended up just canceling my email subscription again. Let me go take a look. Oh, man. Let's go find out. Simple email service. It says healthy. Okay, so emails should be able to send out. You hit resend a few times. Hey, Jenna. Let's see. How would I even do this? You just verified yours within the hour? Polar Junction, can you do something for me? If you go to settings and you go to change email address and you show your current email, don't do this. Don't like link in a picture or anything. Are you positive that what you had typed in is actually your email? Hey, doctor. When can we destroy your game again? I don't think it'll be as easily destroyed this time around. It will still be destroyable for sure, but I beefed up the servers. Hey, Six. Yeah, so that's the only thing I can think of, Polar, is that you might have had the wrong email here, but I don't know why it would give you an error for sending it. But either way, there shouldn't be any issues now. They all just came through at once. False alarm. Okay. You're making me worry quite a lot. Hey, Louie. So, again, just for some context here, for the last 3 days, they haven't been working, and that means that people couldn't make purchases. And so, if they started working and they stopped after like half an hour, then I think I'd be very frustrated. But we're good. Minor heart attack averted. Oh, I need a contact master over here for that. There we go. Okay, so transaction query already complete. What happened here? Does this mean that I submitted this? Something's wrong. We definitely found these users. I guess we could print this out too. Did it add any rewards, I wonder? Yes, it did. Definitely did. And it added them for people that already added them. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's in fact the opposite of good. Okay, let's put a breakpoint. Let's find out what's going on. Debugger. Yeah. How come it suddenly broke and your test catch that? I don't want to talk about this. Sorry, there are very few things I don't talk about when it comes to technical stuff on stream. This is one of them. Did I use GameLift? No, I don't know what GameLift is. So let's see, do we have a debug command? Yes, we do. The B drive. I named my B drive B after Botland. So let's go break in an armed robbery into Botland. Good. Now we press the button. Oh, we gotta wait a little bit for that. There, now we press the button. And there it is. So reward on matches is 1, and what is the count? 3. And DB rewards, oh, that's why. We wanted to do first, and without doing first, this whole thing breaks. Voyarst. Yeah, I think we're good now. Let's try that again. Yeah, you can pretty much make a whole story out of this. Oh, you know what? Can you modify emotes, please? Yeah, can you include the 3 new ones for now? Thanks. Yeah, I was gonna say you can make a whole story out of the emotes now. Now that we have fire and a rocket and a nuke, it's all there. So reward number of matches looks good. DB reward should just include. Nope. That won't work. We need to get the mapped values of number of matches. So instead of DB rewards, we'll say number of matches where we gave a reward. What a great variable name. And then use this down here. So at this point, we're just spewing rewards into the database. Like, these players, when they log in, are going to have a bunch of them. But this will hopefully get fixed. Hey, ColecoVision. Okay, we wait a little bit, then we click the blue button. Done. Nope, didn't wait long enough. There. Okay, reward no matches 1, and DB rewards doesn't matter. It's this that matters, and it is 0 undefined. I need the values of that. How did that end up doing this? No, I'll put a breakpoint here. This is gonna break in like a million times. Let's just mute them for a sec. And now we can press the button again. We don't need to restart. It's this that I wanted to see. Number of matches 1. Let me do this again until we get to someone who has more. No. Hang on a sec. I know what I did wrong. Yeah, I did this wrong. I shouldn't have had the first there. Okay, let's put a breakpoint here too. I think I got this finally. The duck is on fire on your screen. Someone's trying to cook it. Alright, here we go now. That's what I expect. So now when I do this, we should get the number 1 twice. Yeah, that's good. Good. And now I think everything else will be working. So are we confident enough to run this in production? I think the answer is no. I think we should just do some tests. Let's just doctor the database. Time to become database doctors. Because undoing this would be bad. Bad news. So time to do some doctoring. How are we gonna do this? Let's just test for one user for right now. Oh, I guess having the titles of these would be pretty helpful. So I know what these correspond to. So we'll say delete from defense rewards. Yes, if only there was a doctor in the chat. Maybe they could help with this. Now insert into, actually I already have this probably written out. Yeah, I do, nice. So we're gonna add several rewards for this. Who had the highest count? This was 3. I guess it's users 2 and 3. Then like this one. But this is only the number 5. This won't let us test what we need to test. We'll need to fake a bunch of matches. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Without totally breaking everything. Well, I have an idea. I'm not a big fan of this idea, but what if we just acted like you got defense rewards for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That'll kind of act like what we had originally. Yes, you did. But with art from Botland, I believe. So user ID will be 1. Reward amount 2,000, sure. Number of matches we'll say is 1. We're gonna add some holes in here. So we're gonna say 1, 3, and 4. So let's do that. Hey, Hackjob. It is very difficult to deselect text in this specific setup. I don't know why. I've never figured out a better way. I think pressing enter might work. So now we should have 3 things in here. Yep, so this is kind of the bug. There should be no way for you to have gotten from 1 to 3 without going through 2. So what should happen when we run this command is it'll add in 2 and 5. So let's try that. There, did it work? It's kind of hard to tell. There's 2. Didn't add in 5. Oh wait, because this user hasn't played 5 matches. It shouldn't have added in 5. We only played 3. So should have been trying this with user ID 2. Well, 5 is there, but 5 is there for a different user ID. I should have, well anyway, this worked. That's pretty cool. Worked for user 2. So basically, every count that we see, we should see that many rows corresponding to that user. So for example, ID 2, we see count 5. So we should see 5 rows here. Perfect. ID 3, we should see 5 rows. Yep. ID 4, 4 rows. 4, 1, 1, 4, 5, 1. That's 2. Yeah. I think it's good. Let's try this again, but this time let's do the test correctly. I did not mean to add this the way that I did. I meant to add this for user number 2. So we're going to search for... Oh, what's going on? Oh, we have that magic. We're going to add this for user 2. Now what's going on? Why is my arrow key not working? What? Hang on a second, is my mouse broken? I don't know what's happening. That was weird. Okay, let's try that again. Click the button and do select, and we should end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, right? 1, 3, 4, 2, 5. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy enough with this. The only thing is we could give out too many rewards if this were to break, but there's no way for us to remove rewards. And if we give out too many, yeah, it's kind of a problem. But if you played in the last 3 days, maybe you deserve a reward. Yeah, I should have welcome key and everything. Yeah, I'll add that in. By the way, those things need to be perm-commed. What is it, 3? Yeah, it's 3. Hey, Honey Pop. Oh, well, 11K users. This is a local database. I don't know how many users there are in production, but I doubt it's 11,000. Is the underlying bug fixed? Yes, that was actually incredibly easy to fix. That was like one line of code. The problem is that I wasn't considering matches that were done, only matches that were done. I was considering everything. So now I just added ones where there was an outcome, and we're fine. If is user ID number of matches a unique key? It is not. It probably could have been, but there shouldn't be any issues here. I think we're all good. And if there are, like I said, we'll just end up giving out more rewards. The most you could probably get out of this is an extra like 10,000 bot coin, and if so, cool, you got a reward. So I think we are done with that, and I think we can go check this in. So let's go lint it and everything. This looks good. And we changed the order of this too, which I like. It used to be that this would run no matter what, even if you had no reason to run it. Now it'll only be run if you hit the certain number of matches played. So that'll be slightly more performant. Should be pretty much the same otherwise. This is our temporary code. This is our temporary code. Oh my god. Almost forgot to put this back to normal. Would have given out everybody tons of money. Oh, good time. There we go. Okay, well, we don't actually even have a promise return from this. I think that's an issue too. Let me see. I don't know. Been any significant increase in players since it launched and before it launched? I haven't been able to check this stuff out yet, for sure. The Overseer doesn't have too much load. I'm not too worried about load here. And hey, Gabo, I'm doing well. I'll be doing this on the live database later today, probably. So we'll hope that that worked. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I think we're good. Lots of constants are hard-coded or recoded here, just for ease of coding. What's the VS Code skin? The theme is what Playing with Scissors linked in chat there. The Atom 1 Dark theme. Yeah, that's looking good. So we'll say fix issue with defense rewards table. So rewards weren't being given out when they should. And assumption was made in, what is the name of that function? In this, that it would only be called once per match completion. So I would only need to check to see if the total number of matches was equal to a reward amount. However, I was considering incomplete matches in addition to completed matches. So you could skip rewards. In addition to fixing this, I wrote a function intended to be run. Oh, you know what we could do? If we run this function a bunch of times, let's just hit send, send, send. It should not add more rewards to the database. There should still be 38. Yes, good. So it should be that you can run this as many times as you need. Whew, hey, Kappa. And there was one issue, which was an unexpected console statement, which I fixed. I think that should be fine. I don't think I finished writing this commit up. In addition to fixing this, I wrote a function intended to be run exactly, well, in production. That should then be deleted. That will retroactively grant rewards to those who missed them. Is it better than Insomnia? I don't know. I've never used Insomnia. Insomnia looks pretty good, but I've never tried it. We're done with that, done with that, done with that, done with that, done with that. Nice. Now, let's merge PRs. Every once in a while, Chrome does that where I can't actually click the link. Didn't I change the reward array back? Would it have actually made any extra rows? I did, but the thing that is the same in both of them are the numbers 1 and 5. So it still would have tested it. That is a good point that you ask about. Let me show you. Server constants. So we have this array, and the old one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So well, I guess also the 10 was the same. So it would have still tried giving out different amounts. However, I actually also did not restart the account server. And then this is an issue I can ignore because the query is actually working. But ideally, I wouldn't have had that as an issue there. Okay, next, merge PRs, yeah. Let's go take a look. So fix guest feedback issue. Let's take a look at this. Addresses 2 issues from here. Okay, production error logs you were seeing. And second, the chat issue. Yes, that is correct. To begin with, let's thank the real hero of this PR, coffee. After investigating a bit without being able to repro, I decided to grab a coffee. What a surprise when coming back to my desk, clicking the thumbs up button and finally hitting this exact error. This was the key. Sending feedback involves a middleware only used during this process. The function was so silent that I was only checking for a valid token and that's it. Oh. Try to stay this view undefined. Just about time. Wow. Good job, Hideo. Changing the expiration of tokens to a lower value can speed up the process. Here's the relevant part. Wait, is that it? Oh, no, we'll take a look. Hey, Neutral Dread. Good job, Coffee. No, good job, Hideo. And hey, Ide. Thank you very much. Yeah, launch was a big milestone. How's post-release been? It's been a lot of work, a lot of reported issues, and the work isn't necessarily work that would be seen by users. So, for example, I mentioned earlier in the stream, I was talking to that professor about, hey, what value would Botland provide? Like, typing up those emails took some time. It's important for Botland. It's not necessarily important for users, though. But things along those lines, too. Just kind of reaching out to everybody, managing social media. We're going to make some Reddit posts today, I think, in the afternoon, assuming I have lunch. If I don't have lunch, maybe I'll do it off stream. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look. How's the gaming with Mrs. Adam? Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I think my wife likes Link's Awakening enough to want to play it and continue it, but she does not like any sort of mini boss or boss fights. Those frustrate her greatly. Guest feedback should always involve a specific user. Okay, sounds good, except for one tiny issue. Git checkout Hideo, or no, git checkout is here, git fetch is here. You know what's kind of funny is that if you play one Zelda game out of the first like 10, and then you play a second Zelda game, you already know what to expect from some of the stuff. You know there's going to be a boomerang, you know there's going to be a bow and arrow, you know there's going to be a sword and shield, those sorts of things. And then you know some of the puzzles that kind of go along with that. Like in Zelda, if something has an eyeball, you probably need to use the bow and arrow on it. My wife does not really have that context because she hasn't, I don't think she played some Zelda games, I guess. Like, what was it? The Rhythm one that just released. We played that together. But in general, it's like she hasn't solved these puzzles a million times already, so they're new to her. And that's super cool to watch. Because a lot of people, even if they're going to play like A Link to the Past for the first time, have already played Ocarina of Time or something at this point. So I really appreciate that. Should always involve a specific user. If we don't have one, this could mean we couldn't refresh their current token or an invalid token was sent by the user. Okay. So we send back an error code and we must have a message that we surface to them? Or no? Oh, we check for this? In the rare occasion guest feedback fails due to an invalid token that couldn't be refreshed, close a modal to avoid annoying the user and defer that to the next session. I feel like we should retry this request or refresh the token. Yeah, I don't know about this. She's not doing a similar case in guest feedback. Yeah, Cadence of Hydro, that was the name of the game. Find anything interesting in the Reddit thread? I didn't look through that because we already have a huge backlog of stuff that I wanted to look through at some point with her. Or maybe I looked through it briefly and then didn't end up adding anything. But there are a lot of games that I wanted to show her. If we hit this bad, that means we couldn't refresh the token. Okay, I see. Did I see your bug message? Do you mean in Twitch chat or in the bug repo? Because if so, I probably saw it, but there are like 10 bugs being filed per day, and I have fixed probably 0 of them so far. So I'm mostly trying to tackle the most pressing ones. Can you create classes without issue? There are no classes in the Botland script that you can use, but you also shouldn't need them, hopefully. Okay, if it's very rare. Twitch chat, should I post in Discord? Either Discord or just through the game. There's the bug thing that you can do. Although, sorry, I am going to be missing more messages, I think. I'm still trying to be productive, and my productivity's been actually very low this morning so far. But thank you for reporting it, Goon. Okay. How was D-Day? It was good. It was good. Tokens expired, try to refresh it. No any errors. Throwing on trying to refresh the token. Okay, so this is in verify token silently. Okay, yeah. So I don't think that... I don't know how this would happen. How could you end up having an invalid token if it would have refreshed the token? Did the social media post go out yet? No, I'm going to probably do that this afternoon. Hey, Mr. College. The best Twitch stream you've ever seen. Thank you, Jesse. It was a lot of fun. I've got this video launch highlight. For anyone who hasn't seen the launch stream, I don't suggest watching all maybe 7 hours of it. Skimming it might be interesting for you, but that one particular section that I just linked in, that was very good. I highly suggest watching that. For something super advanced, you may go that far. You don't need classes in order to get what functionality you might want. But still, there are certainly limitations within the Botland scripting. So I would say definitely try it out and see if you feel like you want to do more. That might be a game design thing. No, it is not unneutered JavaScript. It's a subset of JavaScript called Botland script. There's a condition in refresh token when you can't refresh. I don't remember what it is. If this condition is hit, you won't have a refresh token. I don't know what that condition is either. Let me take a look at this. If a user's token is expired, but they haven't changed their pass. Oh, yeah, guests can't change passwords though. Right? Because guests don't even have passwords. Yeah, I don't think there should be a problem in this particular case. Hey, Shu, and hey, Parse. Are we getting famous? Well, I haven't marketed the game beyond whatever happened on launch day. So I don't think there have been more users, no. There's still a throw in the middle, that's why I added the case. Okay. So basically, this probably shouldn't ever happen. I want to just make that clear, at least via a comment. So maybe I'll say, note that this code can probably never be hit legitimately. Tokens can't be refreshed if the user... Oh no, there is technically one issue I could think of, right? Yeah, I could think of one. So guest feedback currently pops up after 5 minutes. If you convert to a full account and your token expires and you've changed your password, hang on a sec, where we changed it expires in, right? Where is that? I saw this code somewhere. Where was that? It expires in. Oh, to debug this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait a second then. So how did a real user hit this? Wait a second. Why did they make this expire in 5 minutes? Oh, I like the new Twitch aesthetic. I think it's really hard to judge any sort of aesthetic change on any website that's as big as that in like one day. I think you typically have to wait a little while and see, am I liking this, or does something still feel like it's missing after about a week? What app or website I'm using to create the code in? This is Visual Studio Code. That's the way you pick short-lived token and refresh token. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then I guess this would technically be possible. So the one case I can think of where this would be hit is if you convert to a full account before the feedback dialog pops up, then change your password so that your token can't be refreshed, then call into the feedback API with an expired token. So that's it. In that case though, the user won't get the guest feedback dialog upon logging in again, since they would no longer be a guest. However, any negative feedback that they wanted to provide would have been lost. Okay. G looks like it's in pain. Yeah, if you guys want to have fun with the new Twitch default view, type a backtick and then try to type anything afterward. Backtick is super messed up yesterday. Yeah, rare. Okay, but I wanted to clarify some of the rarity around this. I think this is accurate. Also, hey, Wally. Still broken? Yeah, okay. It was because it's definitely broken yesterday. Still broken today. Okay, this looks good. Yep, we just clarified all of that. When guest feedback is sent without a valid token that couldn't be refreshed. Yeah, maybe it's better to write this comment there as opposed to here. I'm just trying to think of whether I should move the comment. And then I could put something here like C. Yeah, I should move this. Okay, let's do that because I like that better. So all of this we'll put here. We'll delete this. Join all these lines. And then here we'll just say, see the definition of this for a description of rare occasion. Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah, Liquidor. Thanks, you dead. Apply mark. Okay, I like this. I like this. Let's lint what I just did really fast. I don't think there should be an error. It was just comments, right? Every single thing I did was just changing a comment. Yeah. So clarify. Why are two things highlighted up here? That's weird. Okay, clarify and fix comments. Good. Now let's go push that. and circle CI, and we'll check this in. Merge, confirm. No, I don't want to wait for successful checks. Cancel. I don't care if it's successful because I'm going to cancel them anyway. No, stop it. Oh, merged? It said there was an error. I guess try again worked. Wow. I'm just using default VS Code hotkeys? Yeah, pretty much. I customized some of them. I mean, some things like, I think Control D by default is select next instance. So things like that I remapped because Control D makes more sense as duplicate for me. Oh, which you can't do over there, you have to do it on the right side of it. Oops, I need to close that. Okay, so 1PR merged. Next. Fix Firefox dumb errors. You hear that, Freak Technic? Pull request addresses the last error of this. Oh wait, this is not an issue from Freak Technic. What is this issue from? Oh. Even though the error was reported in the console right after submitting guest feedback, is not related to the other errors in the task. The first thing you'll see when starting to investigate is that even though it's red, nothing really breaks. Everything works as expected. There's a bit more investigation. You'll see this happens in other places, not just sending guest feedback, changing your avatar colors. Logging out and changing your avatar colors is the quickest way to test the repro and fix. Logging out and changing your avatar colors. Wow. Hey, Sans. Let's open this up. This must be because Hideo's working off a different branch from I was. Oh yeah, I think that's it. So let's do git check on master. Let me see if that fixes that. No, alright, fine, I'll have to look at that in a second. No, what am I doing? It's because I fixed it in the post-launch branch. I don't know my own branches. AD post-launch, yeah. Post-X. That's it. I did not migrate using the tool from Sublime. I manually moved everything over that I wanted to move. Do I parse it as own language or run it as JavaScript? I run it as JavaScript. Yeah, I gotta look at my branches. Just took a look at Adam's branches. He's got a very untidy tree over there. So we click this, we click the colors. This is getting laid out weirdly because you're not supposed to be playing in a browser this small. And then we do this and repaint. Yeah, good. So XML parsing, no root element found. Let's continue reading. There must be something common between all these requests. They're all 200 without any data. When sending data back, Restify will figure out a content type and set it automatically, but in this, it won't set anything. Even though the spec says if it's a failure, then set it to text XML. Most decent modern browsers will see what's actually going and behave properly, but not Firefox. No, it will in this case follow the spec in a dumb way and try to parse the empty response as XML. Well, if they follow the spec, we can, I guess, use a 204 for no content. That's explicit enough, but no, not Firefox. They follow the spec, but not too much. It will still error. Oh boy. So if we don't have data to send, set the content type so that Firefox doesn't choke itself and output an error when defaulting to text XML. All right, so this is good except for one thing that I need to do, which is just clarify this comment. So what branch is this? HD bug burn Firefox. Fletcher, howdy. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. How'd your stream go? And welcome anyone new to the stream. I'm working on a game called Botland. We just launched 3 days ago. Fletcher's been around for long enough where I assume that Fletcher gave an intro of this, but I will probably have to check out Fletcher's VOD later. Like I said, thank you for the raid and hope things went well. You can help market your new emotes. Alright, let's test it. I don't know if I actually copied that. Git check out this. and I want to go get that comment. So we don't have data to send. Is this not going to find it? Also, I guess we could test it like this. We just do this, change our colors again. Change color, save, repaint. Oh, I need to restart the account server. What am I doing? Whew. Really well, thanks. Set up Jenkins, been cleaning up code so my Discord bot can run multiple servers. Nice. What's your bot targeting exactly? Okay, this shall hopefully work. Yeah, and then this is an issue that I fixed elsewhere. So as long, yep, nice. Cool, cool, cool. The CPU. What I mean is, what's the purpose of the bot? All right, so now we put this over here. Note that when it does choke, you end up seeing, where's the issue? Where is it? This, XML parsing error. XML parsing error, no root element found. By the way, fun little tip, if you're ever trying to copy text out of a screenshot that's, you know, something like this, and you don't feel like switching between an editor and the thing, and you don't feel like moving windows around, you can just open up the run dialog and type it in there, and then paste it out of there, or copy it out of there. So note that Firefox will show this on the client with no lasting effects, but some users report that as an error. Did a quick intro, had to do it fast though, got a raid halfway through my ending spiel. I wanted to avoid that again. I see. Thank you, Fletcher. Azure roles based on you reacting to a message. Oh, so like if someone says, great job, Adam. Okay. Hey, Boogie. Yeah, click on run. Glad someone got it. So we'll say clarify comment, and we'll go push this. Git push Hideo. Oh, I already have Circle CI open. And then we will merge this. So we should see my thing pop up over here. Whatever I just said. I did push, right? Yeah. There it is. Clarify comment, merge this, cancel this. Cool. And cancel this one too. It should pop up. Discord reaction, so my own people can click on that. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that before, and I like that idea in Discord servers. Especially because there's no way to how does it work? You can't tag roles for people. I don't remember actually. Maybe you can tag roles. Which Git plugin is this? This is built into Visual Studio Code, I think. And I do have some Git plugins, but I don't know if I use any of them. You can tag roles. There's something else you can't do that this whole system for works around, I guess. But I don't remember. Hey, Flank Steak. Any opinion on PowerShell? I only used PowerShell when I worked at Microsoft. I think that was the extent of it. So I don't really have an opinion on it, I guess. That was a long time ago. How'd launch go? Yeah, it was pretty good, I'd say. Always tilted. Oh, I definitely suggest checking this out. Again, for anyone who hasn't seen this video, highlight there. Yeah, that video is, how long is that actually? Let me go take a look, because I'm probably going to be telling people about the length of this video at some point. This is 59 minutes. Okay, so it's an hour long. It's an hour long video, but it was a really, really nice way for the community to share their thoughts, and I just never realized that, I don't know, the community had grown that much, I guess. All right, take care, Fletcher. Yeah, and thanks again for the raid. You won't believe number 8. This one weird trick. Ensure next battle is based on user choice. This only fixes the major task about ranked and unranked selection. Regarding the bonus points, I'm fine with doing that, although if we do, as we never implicitly reset an attack link, we should be stuck in an infinite loop, or am I missing something? We could clear the attack link, although when would we do so? Let's just ignore this then for now, Hideo, because this was the major issue that we should do. That we should fix. Yeah, this is great. So this bug is something that has been bothering a lot of users and confusing a lot of other ones. So I'll show you what the bug is. Let's say you're in a match. So in this case, I am in a ranked match. Okay, cool. Now I forget about this, and let's say 3 days pass, and I come back to Botland, and I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to play an unranked match. So I click that. I was already in a match, so I actually joined the ranked one. That part is fine so far, because you have to finish the match you were in. But then I play through this match, and when I get done, I see attack another player. This is going to use whatever the current match was, which is not what I might have wanted. So when I click attack another player, it's trying to make a ranked game. And in this case, it actually couldn't because I played all the ranked games that I could. But yeah, that's a problem, and that is fixed due to this. So let's go test this out. But yeah, this was quite vexing. Filed the bug this morning, got a validation email, but it had a weird username. When I log in on any device, it shows a username. Oh man. This may be incredibly bad. Hey Timon. Travic, can you send me a Discord PM with your email address, the username you have, and the username you probably typed originally? Yeah, thank you. Doing that now. Okay. Excellent. I'll take a look at that off stream. That sounds incredibly bad. Yeah. Oof. And no, JWL, I don't think we've ever had an issue with that. And what's going on? I'm not positive. What Travic just reported sounds very bad. Like really, really bad. So we're gonna hope that it's not really an issue and that Travic just was mashing on their keyboard. Oh, what did he say? It just came in? This. So I filed the bug this morning. I got a validation email, but it had a weird username. When I log in on any device, it shows that username. We're gonna hope it's not something crazy. Hazy. Okay, let's go test this out again. So we're gonna start an unranked match, and we're in an unranked match now. Cool. Now we're gonna try a ranked match. We're gonna click this, and it's our unranked match we already had. That's fine. We forfeit it, and now we should join a ranked match. Good. Cool. Deleted users bug. I'm not sure how a username could get changed. In fact, nothing in the entire game should change your username. I would even search for that. I guess like /d name : .* comma. Oh yeah, okay, I guess you can change your username. Because there's a function in the UI that is literally change username that I forgot about. But presumably Travic never used that. And then, Travic, if you're still there, did you start as a guest account by any chance? They previously started? That's confusing me. Yeah, I'll write that down. I don't know when we'll be able to get to this, but you did not start as a guest. Okay. Write this down then. Look into Travic's username issue. They did not start as a guest. The bug report inbox is filling up rapidly. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go back to this PR that I done. We're gonna merge that. I don't think there's any issue here or anything I need to do. Yeah. Maybe a comment about pulling this from the button that you've chosen. No, I think it's fine. Okay, let's go merge this. Queued. Don't care about that. Okay, now I want to end up back on the branch I started on, which was here. Yeah, bug reports are generally a good thing. It means people play and care. That is true. Can I see your testing file? So yeah, for something like that, that's a client-side issue, and I don't generally test that stuff. And I know you have a /s at the end of your message. There are lots and lots of tests in Botland, just not for that particular thing. So open this privately and cherry pick issues from here. Yeah, so give me a sec. Let me do this off screen. Hey, how about EJ, hey. Hey, Avery. Okay, hang on a sec. Looking through this. Okay, here's an issue that I found when I was doing a launch. So let's put this here. Deleting inactive guest accounts has to delete ones with a null last login date but an old creation date. At which point is it generated? Right at the time you open them. So we gotta go do this. There is somewhere, what's the function called? Delete inactive. It's probably something like that. Yeah, there it is. Delete inactive guest. Now we search for this. There's that. We call into this function. It is there. Okay, so deleting guest accounts inactive for at least this many days in batches of size, batch size. So we just checked for last login date is less than a certain amount of time. But if they never logged in, then this will be null and it won't work. So there are two options we could do here. We could either just check for ones where it was null, which may result in a problem, or if it is null, we could check if the creation date is older than this amount of time. How's my neck? Does it hurt a bit after a long session? No, not really. I think most of the tension is in my upper back. Are those actual checkboxes or just characters? They're just characters. And I think there's a way you can make it so that you can click them to turn them into the checked version or the unchecked version. But yeah. Oh yeah, coalesce. That's perfect for this. Thanks, Evo. Yeah. I wonder if Connects has that by default. Coalesce. I don't think it needs to because it has raw. Okay, so let's try that out. Let's do this. Let's say select last login date from users where last login date equals null. Does that work? No, there isn't one. Let's just find something else that's null and try coalescing that. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. I see a bunch of nulls right here, so let's just do that. So we'll do select star from defense rewards where redeemed at equals null. What am I doing wrong? Is it supposed to be is? Oh yeah, okay. So this should have been is too. And we do have one actually. So we could do ID name. Okay, great. So now what we'll do is we'll say coalesce this to the epic. And for now I'll just type it like this, but we could have done this very differently. Now this works. The first non-null. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Where ID equals 11477. And we'll just say select last login date. And this will be our coalesce that we have. Yeah, okay, so I messed up the whole query, but I know what I'm trying to do, and I'm gonna get it now, so let's just rearrange this over here. This should have been here as last login date from users where ID equals that. Yeah. Got it. Okay, and as I said 1 year ago, it picked the same day, but in 2018. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so that'll make it so that it's not null. Does it support MVL? I don't know what MVL is. KSCOM, what do you mean? Well, let's try this out now. So we'll do connects.raw coalesce. So we want last login date, which had to be in quotes. No, it doesn't have to be in quotes. Last login date, comma, and then we want a very old date. We can just format this as the epoch if we want. Select, what is it? I don't know, star from users where, just select star from users, order by ID desk number 1, yeah. This, we should see some epochs in here, right there. So we'll just copy paste this. Donezo. There, done and done. And we don't even need backticks here. Okay, so it's possible that a user never logged in which case we... Oh wait, can we coalesce to the creation date? That's what I should have done. Whoops. Let's try that. Creation date. Yeah, that works. Good, let's do that. That's much better. In which case we base this on the account's creation date. Although a guest user who never logged in probably never will log in. Okay, does that look good? Just missing a parenthesis, but other than that, I think we're fine. So now let's go try this out. Hey, King. A million times because of registry garbage? Yeah. Can't help you there, but at least you got it working, right? So now how do we do this? We need a guest account that is older than 7 days, that has a creation date, or no last login date. So let's see, make guest with... do we have, out of curiosity, do we have tests for this function? Because if so, I can actually write these as just tests. I do. Oh man, yeah, but this test is pretty big. Make multiple guests, make most of them be inactive for X days, make non-guest account that's also inactive, call in the API, ensure guests are deleted properly, ensure recent guests and non-guests are not deleted. Guess I'll add another one. They resolve the IP. No, the way that it works is when you make a guest account, it just makes a random password, and I think it sends it to you, and you store it and send it every single time. And the reason this isn't bad is because when you convert your account, you have to manually come up with a password. So behind the scenes, it's got, or I don't remember exactly the mechanism I made for doing this, but it's got some way of passing credentials back. I might have made it save a token or something. That would probably make more sense. But either way, like I said, guest account, it has nothing private on it. It has no real way of impacting the game. And when you finally convert, you've got to change that stuff. Was the database wiped from the early version? So if you check the news item in Botland right now, it kind of explains what happened. So accounts have had their progress reset. So your script should have been saved, your items, etc. All of that stuff should have still been there, Dino. So if you lost your account somehow, then it could be that you're misremembering the email you used, and it could be that there was a bug and it got deleted. But I did save all the accounts before launch. And you played a long time ago, so you should still have one. Unless there's one caveat to that. November 7th, 2017. If you played before this day, your account is gone. So this is when beta launched, is on November 7th, 2017. Now, if you did play before that day, I'd be kind of surprised because I recall you found the stream through Bouncy Boy, if I'm not mistaken. Was that correct? There were two Dinos, and I might be thinking the other Dino. Anyway, maybe it was. But he started streaming after November. Yeah, you played when B-Boy told us that one day. Yeah. That would have been in the time frame that you should still have your account. So if you truly cannot find it, please send me a Discord message with your email address that you would have used, and I can try to take a look at this later today, hopefully. Yeah, that was the drop database day. How do you remember like every viewer in chat? There are just some viewers that I remember, like how they came into the stream, or who I associate them with. I guess Dino's one of them. So, yeah. All right, let's add a test to this. So we're gonna say, make multiple guesses. One of these will have a null last login date, or no, two of them will. And so their creation date should be used instead. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Dino. Do I remember how you came into the stream? No, I don't think so. I just remember you showed up one day. What's this? Design mode? Property is meant to default to off. Firefox follows a standard. What is this? So you could just like start clicking and modifying things? Set it on and you can edit everything without the DevTools. Oh, cool. Neat. You can click on a user in your own Twitch chat and see all their messages from all time. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Hideo added that to Yata as well, which I use. What does it do? I'll show you guys. So if you do document.design mode equals on, now we can just start modifying the page without even using inspect element. I mean, you saw that until I accidentally clicked the link. But yeah, so we could say something like, is the best streamer who cannot type to save his life. That's pretty cool. I hacked Mozilla just now. Suckers. Okay, so guest 4, guest 5. And then what do we set login date of user to X days in past? Yeah, this isn't really gonna work that well, is it? So await db framework dot connects users dot update last login date null, where ID is one of the last two. There. So guess 4 and 5 will have no last login date set. And then instead, we also need to update their creation dates to be a certain number of days in the past. So how are we going to do that? Oh my god. Where do we call in to delete inactive users? Where's the number of days? I don't see this. Here it is. 3. So we'll say num days of inactivity equals 3. So we got to be very, very careful about this. Let's go replace that with 3. And then we update their creation date. Give them a creation date before or after. Okay, so we're gonna update creation date is dbframework.connects.raw now minus interval. This is definitely a little bit tough, but I think we got this. So we're gonna make this one be really far in the past. And that'll just be guest 4. And then guest 5. No, guest 5 will be recent. Yeah, so we don't need to do anything for that. So give guest number 4 creation date before num days of inactivity. So it should get deleted. And now how do we assert this? We probably need to assert deleted guest IDs is 2. Now it should be 3. And it should include guest ID 4. And assert that the number of users should be 3. Guest account deletions will be 3. And everything else should just work. Let's go try that out. Yeah, this may or may not work. So we're going to filter down to account server DD test and run that and hope it works. Hey, Mr. Ben Josh. So Playing with Scissors, how did you join the stream? And hey, Jamouse and Paul. Wonder if creation data is a required field, otherwise a coalesce can possibly fill out. Yeah, that's definitely required. What's going wrong here? Oh no. Oh boy. What did I mess up? Duplicate entry testing this for key user's name unique. That should not have been touched. Do I have another test running somewhere? Because if I do, that could explain this. But I doubt it. No, I don't. Uh-oh. Okay, I guess let's look at this. Should properly convert guest accounts to full accounts. What did I mess up? How could I have broken anything? Convert guest account to full account. And it saw, oh, it's not truncating. Why would it not be truncating? I'm just gonna rerun this. And we're gonna hope that we get different results because we're insane. I actually don't have an explanation for why that would have broken the first time. It'll probably break this time too. Oh no, only one broke. Wow. Guess it is sanity. Try the other email I could have used and no use. I think my email was removed. I did make an account with a possibly deleted email. And just to be clear here, you never manually deleted your account, right? And what's that BL command? That is something that I call CCD. Hey, Beshik. You never manually did. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to take a look later. Send me both emails you would have used in Discord just so I can check. So number of rows in the users table does not match expected amount. Yeah, this might have been wrong. That's fine. So number of rows in users table. Number of rows. Oh, I know how this works. Okay, let's go find it. Number of rows in the users table. That is right here. And we expected there to be 3. But it deleted. Creation date. No, that doesn't make any sense. I added 2 new users. One of them should get deleted. One of them should stay around. So we had to just bump both of these numbers. Number of users goes from 2 to 3. Number of deletions goes from 2 to 3. But that's not the case. And how many are we getting? It doesn't print that? That's a mistake. Hey, Price of Fame. Yeah, let me find out where this function exists. Also, the amount of noise there's been living here for the last, like, couple weeks. I mean, we've lived in this house for a while now, but in the last couple weeks, there have been the roofers working on stuff. It's so loud. It's so loud. It's gigantic. Yeah, that didn't happen. Number of rows on the table, too. Let me take a look at something really fast. So assert.equal this, and then we get this message. Okay, so number of rows in the table. Let's put this here. Num rows is size ddresp. Put that here. Does not match the expected amount, which is here. Okay. Now we can rerun that one more time, and it'll just print out the number of rows. 5 guests, 3 deleted. No, there are 5 guests, but there are 6 users. I made a full account here too. That part is probably not clear from what I showed you guys, but let me find this. So it makes 5 guests, and then it makes 1 full user. So it should be correct. Oh, maybe this is the one that's breaking. That it says assert that there are 4 users. How is that ever the case? So 3 plus 1. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. So this is just supposed to be 6. Okay, never mind. There's no problem. Yeah, then that should fix everything. Although I also want to test that code that I just changed. So we have to wait for this to finish. This should pass. Yep. And then we set this back to 4, just, yeah, sure, 64, it doesn't really matter. Just set it to a number that's not the number 6. And now it should fail with the full error message. So let's see. Why is there no progress bar? Oh, there it goes. Come on. Come on. Oh, I probably have to restart the whole test framework. Let me try that one more time. And while this is working, account server DB test. I don't know what it's running right now. The console kind of got messed up right there. Yeah, it's still the old thing. So I must not have changed. Where does this exist? This is in test shared package. Yeah. There's a pre-publish in here. Okay, we'll run that and then we'll do this. This will work. Okay, please don't mess up. Account server DB test. There it is. Send a message on Discord, wait as long as you need, and if it turns out that it doesn't work, I can start over anyway. Yeah. I will try to take a look at this, hopefully today, but I can't make any promises. Today's a pretty busy day. I plan on streaming, well, I did plan on streaming a little longer than normal today, but that is all based on whether I have a lunch. Otherwise, I will need to forage for berries. Yeah, this worked. So let's set this back to the number it should have been, which is 6. Cool. It did be. All right. So this is done now. Yeah, thank you for the view count. For anyone new here who's like, what is this guy doing? I am working on Botland, which we just launched 3 days ago. So let's run all the tests now, I guess. Although it shouldn't really matter. Was it the other way around, the error message, or was I blind? I didn't actually see. Yeah, I guess let's just go look at the code. So number of rows in table, actual number of rows, does not match expected amount. Number of rows expected. I think it should be fine. Oh no, I appreciate that, Dino. Yeah, there's certainly been a lot of issues. Yeah. Okay, so this fixes it. And thank you again, Hugo, for telling me about Coalesce, because I forgot. And we wrote a different test and we modified the test framework. Okay, good. These two are their own change. The third one is a separate change. So we'll say deleting inactive guest accounts. I'll just say fix bug with deleting them. It's possible for a guest account to have a null last login date. In that case, we would never delete the account. Now we delete it based on their creation date instead. Yeah, so this looks good. There's something I feel like I have to do. Oh yeah, that's actually call the API. So let's write that down too in production. Where is that? Right here. So we'll say call, this should all be after the deploy. Call delete inactive guest accounts with a number of about 7 days. That should be fine. We'll delete all the ones from before launch. Tried to hint at my old primary school teacher to use Botland to teach code, but it didn't work. She's telling me how they were teaching kids Scratch now. Oh, cool. Good luck to your friend. That's when you're like, no, you don't get it. Blockly is basically Scratch. You're missing out on a gold mine here. That's fine. Thank you for trying, Fletcher. I really appreciate it. I'll just say improve test error logging for mismatched number of rows. Cool. It is the other way around? Oh no, this is correct. I typed that we should expect 64. So the number of rows that there actually were 6. So yeah, this is correct. I'm still going to give you a point for even looking into that. That's very nice of you. Is there a way to have the sound mute when I tab out of the desktop client? Oh no, actually. Yeah, I never thought about that. I guess that is an option for some people, huh? Yeah, so there's no way to do that. I'll have to consider adding that in as a thing. Hey, Taylor 4 Gamers. I actually made the choice to not have that on desktop. Yeah, it could be a setting. That's what I'm thinking about. I'll write this down. I'll put this here. Just mute for now? Yeah. And hey, Lemur, the to-do plugin is called To Do Plus. So we got that done. Now I'm going to open this up again. We're going to keep cherry picking issues, so this one's done. Merge PRs, that one's done. Do another deploy. I mean, that's already kind of being tracked on the list to make sure there are no issues with the deploy process. This will iron out any issues with the deploy process. Some games do that though, Mitch. And I think it's fair to ask about. I don't know how high of a priority that would be though for me. Let's see. Modify content security policy to allow imager links. Nah, it doesn't really matter too much right now. Find out what happened with iOS payments. Yeah, did I ever get a response from them? Let's see. No. Hang on, I'm gonna look into this really fast too. They didn't send an email and they probably would have, but let me just check the App Store Connect thing and see if that worked. For some context here, Botland has no subscription purchases, but they wouldn't accept my app because they said you have auto renewable subscription purchases. And I was like, no, I don't. So, what does this say? Your in-app purchase has been returned. Fix the marked items and submit it again. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, guess we can't do anything about that right now. Yeah, so next. So I'm currently looking at a private to-do list because there are some tasks here that people have asked me to look into that I can't share on stream. Oh yeah, challenge star issue. Yeah. This is what we got to look into next. Okay, so find out what in the world is going on with challenge stars. It's like they're totally random. I think they may be a multiple of what the user really has somehow. Maybe that's just a client-side issue. Just blame Ski Dog. Okay, yeah, Ski Dog, it's your fault. Yeah, I do feel better. Wow, that was great. Hey, Tricks. So let's test this in production and see if it happens for me. So if I go over to daily challenge, it says you have earned 1 star total, which is correct. I did play 1 easy challenge. So before today, I played 1 easy challenge. So I expect 1 star. I want to write that down in case I forget. Now let's do another easy challenge, I guess, and see how that works. Thankfully for easy challenges, we don't even really need to think about strategy. So let's just hope that we win. Nice. Okay, so it says you have earned 2 stars total. Now let's try to up it to the medium challenge. So today I completed the easy challenge and I see 2 stars as expected. I'll switch to medium using the match results page. So let's try that. Now we actually need to pay attention to what we're doing here. What do we have? Got a lot of reflectable stuff other than these 3 melee bots. And they don't have reflect. I don't want to make a bot specific to challenge mode, and yet that's what I'm going to do. So let's put this down, and this down, and this, and I'll make a special script, challenge mode. And I'll call this challenge mode too. So we'll make a script that does How do I want to do this? Let's write this as botline script actually. I want to say int equals function num turns equals 0, num turns plus plus. If num turns is greater than 5, then figure it out. And if num turns is greater than 10, then num turns equals 0. So what we're doing is, if there are going to be 5 turns of, we're just going to fire our lasers randomly because they're a cloaked bot. This is a great strategy, just FYI. So let's see. And then we'll say like if can reflect, reflect. A text box lose focus when you press enter? Where in Botland, Paul? Are they randomly generated? They are once for everybody per day. Okay, so now we're gonna put down some bots over here. And we're gonna randomly fire lasers. Oh wait, no, that's not a good idea. Hang on, there's one more thing I need to change, which is this. There, perfect. So bots are gonna start by reflecting, and then they're going to just start shooting lasers randomly if they can't hit anything else. Yeah, this is maybe not the smartest thing. So just shooting randomly, which is what I told them to do. That's for sure. All right, pretty good. That bot burned to death. That's okay. Yeah, this is going well. Nice. The names of the bot and the script make them lose focus when you press enter. You mean make them submit the form for the names? Yeah, so this bot is going to die pretty soon. There we go. All right, now for the rest of these, we'll just clean up with the Maelian Zapper bots. About that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will write that down, Paul. We just finish up this match. Oh my god, I was at like 5 life left. Okay, yes, this is the bug. So now I completed the medium one and it says I have 4 stars, even though I should have 3. Yeah, so let's go figure out what's causing this. And then I'll write this down here. Allow for pressing enter on bot name and bot script inputs to submit them. Haven't investigated. Why 3 stars? Because on any given day you can only earn a maximum of 3. You get 1 by completing easy. Well, you get set to 1 by completing easy. You get set to 2 by completing medium, and you get set to 3 by completing hard. So let's say you do easy and then hard. It's not that you get 1 plus 3. You just get 1 and then 3. So it gets set to 3 because it's always based on what the highest difficulty is you've completed. They have no other value than bragging rights, correct? Medium does give 2 stars, but I already had 1 from easy of the same day. So this is possibly what's going wrong here. Hey, Jayski. So let's go take a look first. Where do stars get saved, I wonder? Is there a challenge mode? Producer in-game challenge mode. There. Challenge mode total stars, right there. What is this set to? This is probably 4. This is 4, and what is this set to? Easy and medium. If you do hard in the medium, does it go back down? No, it's always based on the highest one that you'd completed. Now, clearly there's a bug, so I don't know what the bug is yet. That's what we're going to investigate. So I guess one of the first things we can do is just log in again and see, is this set to 4, or is it just after you beat a challenge it gets set to the wrong number? Yeah, so it's just a client-side issue. It says you've earned 3 total, and this is why people think that their number is going down. It's actually just the correct number that's going to be showing. So this is probably when you complete one of these, because total stars is what's changing. Yeah, the bug is the total number of stars. Yes, I know that much so far. So here, total stars is fetch challenge mode stars, and then there's got to be one other place where we call this, right? This is what has to be wrong. This is likely getting hit after we're calling fetch. so that we're adding. No, how would that make any sense though? Because I had two. Well, I had 1, then 2, then 4. So this is from an easy, and a medium. Would have gone up to 3 that way, I think. This is Visual Studio Code, Doors. Ever managed to fix the bug or reproduce the bug I had? What was that? I can't fly. If you remind me, it's possible. 2 plus medium, 2 equals 4. No. Like I said, it's based on the highest level challenge you've done in a given day. So if you do the easy challenge today, you'll have 1 star, 1 total. If you do the medium challenge, instead of having 1 plus 2, it's only based on the highest one, so you'll end up with 2 total. And if you do the hard one, you'll end up with 3 total. Same thing with vice versa. If you do the hard one first, you'll have 3 total. Then you do the medium one, you'll still have 3 total. And you do the easy one, you'll still have 3 total. So it doesn't matter about completing multiple in the same day. This was actually like yesterday to today to today. So we could have written it out like that, I guess. Was in tutorial mode thing without an account. At one point I just couldn't press play anymore and it would complain about some cosmetic, like the head missing or something. Oh yeah, I did, but I don't remember enough about what was the cause of that. Let's take a look through the archive. And see really fast. Maybe I could refresh my memory. It's definitely, yeah, okay. I did fix it. And it was the problem of an intro.js hack I had put into the game. What was the reason why? Yeah, it's that the tutorial restarted, which then got rid of any bots you might have had. Yeah, I fixed that. Hey, Alphacina. You're storing all wins in a table, maybe it's not filtering correctly. I have a feeling that it's due to what we're seeing right here, actually, which is this code. But I haven't finished looking through this. I did get sidetracked doing that. So these all look fine. Yeah, I think it has to be this. The only thing I don't understand is why it... Oh, no, it did that too. Oh, that's what Gleaves is saying. Oh, my bad. Yeah. And that's what you meant with your clarification that I just missed. Okay, it's definitely these lines of code. So now what did we mean to do with this? Yeah, okay, so then maybe, okay, let's see the order of these functions. So this adds to total on just the client, and this one is done fetches total from server. So what order are these done in? Fine. Is in component did update. Did try fetching total stars once. This happens a single time when you first open that up. That's fine. Okay, good. But then there's got to be another time where you do this. It's in game picker. Stop props. What is this passed in through? Yeah. Just want to see if I could tell anything by the order of this. But I guess let's just start by putting some breakpoints in. So we'll throw something here. Yep. We'll put one there. If the duplicated actually worked, this would have been fine. We'll put the other one here. And then we'll also put a breakpoint in the other function whose name was this. Yeah. And then we'll go complete one of the easy challenges. Now, in order to make all of the challenges just a little bit easier for us, let's go cheat. So how are we gonna do this? We could make it so that I could either put down like infinite bots or just so that they don't get that many bots. So there's a daily challenge creator here. Yep, this. And we'll just say number of bots is 1 in every case. Easy peasy. Okay, now we'll go restart all these things. And I'll do this only in localhost, and we can close all these other things that we have open. Oh, servers are offline. I didn't wait for long enough. Okay, so we sign in, we go to challenge mode. And it says I've earned 1 star total. Let's try this. So previously I had 1 star on localhost. I'm going to try doing medium right away today to see. No, it's going to go to 3 no matter what. Yeah, the problem is only when you do easy and then medium. Yeah, okay. So let's write this down. Where did this go? Okay, so problem is client side only. Repro is to do to start on a fresh day, do the easy challenge, then do the medium one. You'll end up with 1 more star than you should have because both are counted rather than the highest one counting. All right, so we start with easy challenge. We should have just 1 enemy bot on the field. Perfect. It's definitely an easy challenge. Now let's put down our own bots and they will definitely win. There's pretty much no way to lose. So now we have 2 stars. That is correct. We go to medium and it's going to mess up. And this is where we're going to open up DevTools and try to see how this is happening. So we still only have 1 bot on the defense. There. So it should break in. Good. So broken a completed daily challenge, but source maps are messed up, so we gotta do this again. Sure love making this change every single day. There, now we go over to the client, rerun this. Hey Danny. And hey Landward and Raiden. What keyword areas? Yeah, check out the natural ergonomic one there. So capital letter, this is the second report I've gotten about this. I have a feeling that something is legitimately broken, but I don't know how yet. And while I think that I have some ideas, this is probably not the kind of thing I should investigate on stream. So I will take a look at that. Actually, maybe Kitboga ran in this issue too. Because he said his account didn't exist, right? No, his account existed. He had other problems though. It's quite interesting. So what I'm thinking is, if there's a problem, I said I'm not gonna look into this on stream. I really shouldn't. I'm so curious though. It's a lot of tabs for a terminal. Yeah, most of these can just be closed. Okay, so did I restart this? I think I did. And now we can go try this again. I guess as long as we do... Let's try something here actually. We should be at 3 stars if I'm not mistaken. 2 stars. Oh, because I only did the easy one. Okay, let's start with medium. And let's see what it puts us at. I apparently never got to finish this one. Oh, because it never told the account server about it, right? So we did not already complete the challenge, and the number of stars that we have is 2. And yeah, okay, so clearly here's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. I know what's going wrong. The client doesn't know the rules of adding stars correctly. It needs to know, it needs to base this on which ones you've already completed. So yeah, this is just a client-side bug, which I knew. I just didn't know the cause. Now I know the cause too. Now we just need to figure out the fix. So we need to take into account which ones you've already done for the day. This code is already on the server. So I guess let's go find that. Challenge mode difficulties. Tiny window. Yeah. I'm glad I put that up there. When I was watching the video with my wife, I had shown her that part just very briefly because I wanted to show her the community video that was done. I thought that was a good idea. It's a display bug? Yeah, it's pretty much, well, it's hard to say display bug. The data underneath this is wrong on the client. So yeah, it's just a client-side bug. It's displaying the wrong number. So yeah, it's kind of a display bug, but it's also being stored as the wrong number. A true display bug would be something like cost in dollars is 100, and then when you log it to the screen, you say something like this cost in dollars cents. This is a display bug because the underlying data is actually correct. It's $100, but you're displaying it as 100 cents, so it's $1, right? Like, anyway, doesn't really matter. Yeah, emails are working now. Not only did the username change, I can't log in on any platform. This is my password's wrong. I logged in multiple times. I know my password. I can't change it since emails are broken. Okay, yeah, you definitely can't use it now. So do let me know about that. And then, yeah, I guess try to change your username back. But it is weird that that happened. Yeah. So where does this happen on the server, I wonder? We need to find, let's just do it this way. Hey, Muscle Beard. Where's a good place to help troubleshoot bot scripts? Discord is great for that. I don't mind helping people out with that. If you check the Botland channel, you'll find... sorry, I was parsing what Travis said as I started talking and then I sidetracked myself. Yeah, if you post to Botland either a picture of Blockly or click code to convert to JS and paste that in, either one of these, I can help you fix your problem, whatever it is. Generally, code is a little bit easier because then I can copy paste it into my own game. Yeah, okay, Travis, here's what I'll do. I'll turn this off for a sec. I'll open up Discord and I'll take a look at your message really fast. Because, yeah, maybe you have some other details here that would be good to know for now. I'm trying to think really quickly about something though. I think it'll be fine. Wow, I have a lot of notifications. Okay, traffic, there you are. Oh boy. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Hang on a second. I don't want to even say what's happening, but I just want to think for a second here. So just give me a moment. Trying to think back to before launch. We restored the database. Is there any way for names to have gotten messed up in that? So there are, I'll tell you guys a little bit about this. The issue is that some users are saying that their names are wrong. The potential causes are either there's a malicious actor who found a way to change names. There is a migration that went awry. There is a snapshot restoration problem that I don't know about. There's some like misaligned IDs or something like that. I don't know what this is. Now, in the case that there's an API that I wrote that does allow people to just randomly change other people's names, I clearly don't want to be showing that on stream. So I am gonna hold off on this, but it does sound like a pretty bad problem. See if it was an actual user. Yeah. So I have some ideas around how I would pursue this, but since I'm not actually going to do it on stream, let's hold off for now, I think. So where does this get done? When you complete a daily challenge, which is either here or here. Oh no, it's when you get your total number of stars. Yeah, total daily challenge stars. Last seen day, sum of stars. That was smart of me. Okay, so let's write some custom code in here to fix this problem. Yeah, we'll write some custom code to fix this one. This is not the craziest problem though. So we can't just add the number of stars from today. We have to add the number of maximum stars from today. Oh, actually this should be pretty simple, right? We just sort the difficulties completed, assuming we get the current difficulty completed from here, in which case we'd be fine. So let's go try this out. Why is it not refreshing? There we go. So we'll complete the hard mode challenge, and if we have hard mode in the difficulty list, then it'll be fine. This should be fine to fix. So we'll pick hard mode. Oh, actually even medium mode, that's fine. Doesn't matter. As long as it's something we haven't done yet. And we do this, and we speed up. Cool. Breaks in, and do we have that difficulty there? Challenge mode difficulty completed. It just says easy. So we don't know which one we just completed until... Oh wait, we have the current difficulty. Yeah, of course. Okay, that'll be fine. So we say highest difficulty completed equals, at the very least, it's the one you just completed. Now, do we know which one might be higher than this? From here, challenge difficulty stars. Yeah. So let's do it this way. I don't want to do this. For each. Oh my god, I don't know why my mind is blanking out. Convert to enumeration. So I have already the stars that I need. I'll write this out a dumb way just so I can have something working here. So we'll say highest number of stars equals challenge difficulty stars for the difficulty that you did. And then if you've completed so for each one of the ones you completed, we'll get what that number of stars would be. So now highest number of stars equals math.max of that and that. There. And then we give out that highest number of stars. Perfect. So I think this should work. Probably a nicer way to write that, but let's try. Goon, yeah, let's not talk about this anymore. Because I have context that you guys don't, and I don't want to talk about this. So yeah, let's stop. I feel like streaming you is stopping from working on other important issues. No, not necessarily. I think this issue I just found out about today. The other important issues I spent yesterday working on, and I'm going to spend maybe the weekend and then some off time next week too. Okay, so we can try this one more time, and I think this time it should be fine. Didn't hear that before. No problem. Yeah. So we have 2 stars, and by the end of this we should have 3 stars. So this will hopefully work. Okay, so highest number of stars should be set to 2 by the end of this. Yes, good. So that means it will end up with, oh wait, 2 plus 2. No, drat. Okay, I'm gonna change this. New plan. We're just gonna fetch this from the server every single time. I think there's no point in doing this a different way. Yeah, I had 2 before, so this wouldn't work. Yeah. Wait, I didn't have 2 before, did I? Oh god, I don't even remember. I'm not paying attention. Let me just refresh the whole page. And let me see what number I had before this. I did have 2 before. Wait a second, but then how does my solution even fix this? I'm going crazy. Told me since it's different all over Denmark, which things they teach the kids, not something they guarantee they'll use, but my friend who's a teacher for coding pirates already showed it in the ending and asked them if they want to learn more about it, and at most said yes. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, Rossi, if you don't mind, can you pass along my email address, adam@bot.land, to whomever is involved in that? And nice, Colonel. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh man, all right. I'm gonna save this for later because I'm not thinking clearly here. Yeah, I'll need to spend some time on this later. Let me copy actually even this thing too. So I wrote code that may be correct, but I'm not thinking clearly right now, and I want to possibly fetch the total number of stars from the server just to be safe. No, wait, I did this correctly, right? Because the difficulties you completed were always from today. So I am taking this into account. No, I'm not. No, yeah, it won't work. Because if you do easy and then you do medium, then it'll add your stars twice. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is definitely not right. The code below isn't right because it doesn't take into account how many stars you already got today. So if you do easy, medium, it'll double add. Yeah, I'll fix it later. Unless someone queries costly, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I think just fetching it from the server would be fine. But even that, I don't want to do right this second. You're looking at putting in schools for teaching. I'm a school network manager and love to share. Yeah, same thing, Joko. That'd be awesome, definitely. And if you want, give anybody my email. I'd be happy to answer any questions or anything. What I want to find out is, what do most educators want out of Botland? So if I ask 100 people and let's say like 60 people said they want feature A, and only like 20 people said they want feature B, I would have a better idea what to prioritize, and then I could try to figure out how to make these work for regular players who are not doing this for education. So for example, one person I talked to already said that what they wanted would be private leagues for the game. And I mentioned earlier, that sounds a lot like tournaments. Tournaments would be great for every user. So what if we just put in school-specific tournaments and other people couldn't join them? I'm like, cool, sounds good to me. And in fact, if I didn't already write this down, let me see. Tournaments. So schools might like this, so consider reaching out to Jay. Yeah. So then schools may want exclusivity with their tournaments, i.e. that non-students, or not even non-students, that players not in the school couldn't join. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna just forget about this for right now. And let me see if there's anything else we can do here quickly, because the goal was get some of these things done before I try to deploy again. Tournament codes are pretty nice for this. Yeah, actually that would probably solve the issue for everything, right? A non-guessable tournament code could be fine. E.g. like YouTube watch links or public attack hashes. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, Arcano, I think that's a good idea to write down. Have you thought about hosting a tournament? We don't need a tournament system. We can just use challenge or something similar. I don't think I'd want to do it before it's in the game. Because with any system like that, there's a certain amount of trust where you have to trust that user A and B, they had a match and that they're reporting the correct result. Because what happens whenever you run into A says I won and B says I won? Now I have to go through and look, and then I have to have like rules for disqualifying people who are lying, or what if they thought they won but they didn't, or what if there's a bug in the game that says that they won. So there's like a lot of things that I'd rather just wait until I have a real thing going. Okay, what other issues can I take up right now? Do I dare to verify my mail? Or might that change my username randomly? You know what? Maybe. So here's what I'd like to do for the rest of today. This is what the best plan would be. Deploy, then marketing stuff. But there's that username issue. And this is a big question mark. Where does this fit into my plan? Because this could be a severe issue. Trying to think of how I would look into this anyway. If it's worth checking server logs. Server logs are not something I can show on stream. At the top? Yeah, probably. The other question is, it could take 5 hours to solve, it could take 50 hours, and it could take 5 minutes. I don't know. Kill stream investigate? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best idea. Okay, well, how about this then? So we put this at the top, there's no more question mark here. But then maybe I'll stream again. Is there even a point in doing that though, if I'm just gonna deploy? No, I'll just kill the stream and we'll do all this stuff off stream. I think it's the best idea. My email has changed too to something random I've never seen in my life, and I can't change it since it says I've changed it too recently. Okay, yeah, I'll go investigate this stuff. Yeah, and I'll write down that this may have affected Dino too. Just tiny window for a bit. No, I think I'll take this offline. Yeah, on launch day, the reason I was okay with doing that is because I feel like there's a good amount of stuff that would happen. But here, I'd rather just have my train of thought stay sound. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Sorry to kind of abruptly end the stream. Didn't expect this issue to come up, but we'll go take a look at it. And I will go host Rymu. So I will see you guys again on Monday, most likely. And if you want to join Discord, I will keep you guys up to date on what's going on. And yeah, thank you. Have a great weekend, guys.